So, we're back again with yet again another episode of The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD. In the last episode, I did a little bit of a quest. It was not too long, but it required or involved getting Birdie's baby's rattle back. And it was over in that nest that I kind of spot in front of that big, long, red, tall thing that I did not spend time in like a number of episodes ago, but and we got some more collectibles in the sky. Not too much, but enough to get us by for the day, right? In this episode, I will take on a longer side quest that has two outcomes instead of just one. So it might be a longer episode, it might not be, but it all just depends. But what it does involve is going to bed right now, because I need it to be daytime at the moment. So let's go ahead and do that. And Mia, don't stay. Mia, stop. Stay. Listen. Mia, listen to the word. I'm going to play a song for you later, but listen to the words coming out of my mouth. All right? I'm older. I am wiser. And something that you learn is that there's certain places and times that you do not hang about. And this, right now, Mia, is one of them. Go to bed. All right? Enough disciplining Mia because she decided to attack at a certain time of night, which I didn't want her to do it. And she is right here again. There's so many collections of Mia throughout the night. Stop it. All right. All right, going to bed because it matters. All right. Right down here is where I think I should do it. Run. There we go. All right. We're up and at 'em. Okay, so leaving this thing, we are going to introduce this side quest, and what it's called is Peatrice's Lost Love, or Peatrice's Love. You can call it either or. I'm gonna go ahead and just call it Peatrice's Lost Love because I guess she's looking for someone, and I am just that person. And not assuming that Zelda is not my main bae in this game, but anyway, you get it. There is some bug. I'm not gonna lie. There's some bug that is just lacking to be in my inventory, just right here. I'm like 1,000% sure that it's in one of these pots outside Skyloft. I'm so certain of it. Can I just check? I gotta check. It's just one of those things that's itching at my wrists right now. Not in there. Shit. Okay, whatever. That's fine. Let's go ahead and just enter the bazaar and find out what is in front of us. Now, I am sad to say that I'll explain just a second. But when you go ahead into the bazaar, Peatrice is not supposed to be up and dancy for you. Okay? When she's ready to call you darling, she will say so in dialogue. She will not just get up and straight and just, be all dancy for you, okay? I am at a lack of words, but I'm going to say them anyway. I am missing some dialogue for Peatrice because I inadvertently saved at a time where she did call me darling, and all I really wanted to do is get something from the item check from her, and I saved without even knowing that she triggered the side quest already. I'm really sorry. If I find the time that I can fit in that missing dialogue, or I can find some clip of it on YouTube, I'll let you know. But right now, she will be up and dancy for you, and you just want to go ahead and go to bed and wake up a certain number of times in Skyloft to the point where Peatrice calls you darling, okay? So, welcome, my darling. I've been waiting for you. You can trust me with anything. Your stuff, I mean. I've trusted you for a long while. Not that I found some other bae in like the sky that I can trust with my belongings, but not saying that Zelda is not my main bae, but still. Anything you want me to hold on to or anything you want me to pick up? I'm gonna go ahead and say yes, because yeah, she's gonna say that too. I hope you're not in a hurry to go, sweetie. I love her already. Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and put this bomb bag right there, because I don't need it. Not right now. That's it. Okay. Normally, I would put in like an extra empty bottle in my inventory, but at this point, I'm just gonna go ahead and go to her house, just underneath this place. Now, also, again, the reason that I'm saddened by the loss of dialogue for Peatrice is that After you talk to her and she goes on like a long big spiel about her head getting dizzy and her like having a high heart rate when she sees you, and you just make her heart flutter with butterflies every time that you step in front of her. She will also mention that the next objective that you go ahead and do after talking to her is visit her in her house at night. All right. I'm really sorry. I'm so saddened to hear that I just lost that dialogue, and I inadvertently saved like a dingus because I forgot like an idiot, and I'm saddened. I'm really saddened, and it's one of the things that I'm gonna have to learn to live with in this walkthrough. But as a matter of fact, this is Peatrice's house. This is her house just underneath the bazaar. It's not hard to find, but here it is. Go ahead and inside, and when you step in here, nobody will be in here just yet. It's going to be completely empty, but when you go ahead and go to sleep and wake up, this place is going to be filled with joy once I, wake up from a slumber, okay? Okay, normally, a text bubble like that appears right above Peatrice's head, and she'll thank you for, visiting her at night, and instead she will just say, "Hello, darling. Welcome. You've come to see me at home. I'm so happy." That is it. That is literally it, because I was so... because of my negligence, I'm missing dialogue here too. It's just so heartbreaking. But talk to her dad, on the other hand, and he'll just be full of flowers as well. "Howdy, LSP. You picked a good time to visit. Why?" "What do you mean, why? This is important. My little girl's in trouble." "Yep, the shining star of the item check is the source of my problem. That's my darling daughter, in case you forgot. She's been out of sorts lately. She'll be sitting and staring off into yonder, and then she'll get redder than a tomato on the vine." "Wait just a gosh darn minute. I know what's going on. My sunshine's got herself an unwanted admirer. Not that I can blame the feller. She's as sweet as honey and has been twice as pretty as a spring flower. Nope, 3 times as pretty. It's no wonder the boys buzz around her like a swarm of amorous bees. But I won't stand for it. No way, no how. I'm gonna find the rascal and give him a good whooping. You gotta help me out. You see anyone buzzing around my little flower, you give him what for and send him packing. I'll keep my peepers peeled too, but I can't stand watch all day long. I promise I'll make it worth your while. You chase the varmint off and I'll let you chat with the apple of my eye." "Hush. You don't have to say a word. I can see how you feel by the spark in your eye. There's not a feller alive who wouldn't jump at this chance. Ease this old man's heart and get rid of the lowlife who's been pestering my baby girl. I'm counting on you, LSP. Quite the father figure, okay? Alright, so it's going to be a little short because I am missing 2 parts of dialogue. I really wish that I could fit this in. I'm sorry that I have to keep saying this and rattling on about it, but it's just one of the things that adds to the suspense of this quest. It's just one of those things. I'm just going to go ahead and go panty rating really quick. I'm sorry. I should not have said that, but Patrick Star were just right in front of me. He's just going to say, "I guess you're going to miss the panty raid." I'm sorry, but until morning is when I will sleep. And go back to the bazaar in the morning. So, good deal. Yawning like I'm in trouble. So, go ahead and just exit this house. I gotta say, this house, I don't know why, but for some reason, it reminds me of an apartment that I used to visit. It was an old friend that I don't talk to anymore. This was like back in middle school, back when we had like field trips and swim parties at each other's houses. It's nostalgic. It's just nostalgic, and I don't know. One of my friends had a swimming pool, and we used to go swimming like each weekend, or whatever weekend that we got the chance to. I would just sit back, relax, and he was like the one friend that I can always rely on and like hang out with, and he ended up moving away. That room, that little house just reminds me of it. But go ahead, back into the bazaar. That's just something that I kind of wanted to point out, but it is what it is. Go talk to her, and she'll have something to say What's up, girly? I know that you're just full of, like, spunk at this moment just to get whatever it is off your chest. Also, I just noticed, like, the drape that she's wearing on her bottom, like, just in front of her stomach is, like, shaped like a keyhole. That's probably just me, like, talking, but I don't know what it is. It just kind of always stuck out to me. Hello, darling. I want you to visit me at my house tonight. I have something I need to say. My house is just next to the bazaar. You'll definitely come, right? I'll be waiting. Oh, and do you have something you want to pick up or have me store? No thanks, just for now. Also, now that she says this, I don't even think that the first task that you should do is visit her house at night after you talk to her when she calls you darling for the first time. What I think you should do is talk to her dad underneath the bazaar at night or during the day. I forget which. I think it's during the day, though. I could be wrong, but I'll find out after this recording. I'll probably just mention it. It should be good, though. It should be good. We're on the right track, and she'll just say, "Look, hun, it's not humane to tease someone this bored. Knock it off, okay?" Alright, now that we're pretty much on good terms with her, I probably should save the game right now. For good reason. And here's why. This is when the two outcomes are going to come into play. Alright, I'm just going to go ahead and go to bed right now, and then go outside and save. I'll need a second. This is going to be really tricky to keep track of. I'll probably want to do the bad outcome first, and then get all lovey-dovey with her, because that's just how this quest works, sadly. But, that's just the way it is. I should go to sleep right now, and she should be here when I wake up in the evening. Enough with the yawning. Okay, I'm not going to talk to her just yet, but she's all happy and giddy and dancy for us. I'm just going to go outside and leave and save the game because I don't want to save after a bad outcome. If you get my meaning. Okay? Save time. Okay, so at this point you should be saved, and when you go back into Peatrice's house, this would be where we're going to get back on track, and we're going to get into the real dialogue and big spiel thing. This is when decision-making comes into play. Alright, we are going to be an absolute douche towards Peatrice, and just not even, and completely just blow off the sight of her being in love with us. I hate to use that word for myself, but I guess that's just the kind of person that I'm going to go ahead and be. What's up, girly? I feel like trash that I'm going to go ahead and just break your sweet little heart, but with how nice she's been to us as well, I hate to do this. LSP, you came to see me. Thank you. The truth is, there's something I'm just dying to get off my chest, LSP. I'm just going to ask you something point blank, okay? What do you think about me? Alright. I feel terrible for this, but you store items. You store items, and oh my god, I completely just like I'm breaking the barriers of her like heart right now. It just feels like I'm just making the biggest mistake, but this is one of the outcomes. Maybe I didn't ask you the right way. Okay, let me think here. What am I to you? A shopkeeper. Someone I like. I can just twist her gears all kinds of ways. There's just so many ways to go about this. So many orders to just say this in, because she will ask you until she hears what she wants to hear. But I'm just gonna, like, say what she doesn't want to hear right off the bat. A shopkeeper. That's what you are. Are you serious? How could you do that to me? Oh, wait. I see what's going on here. You're just too shy to admit your true feelings, aren't you? Yeah, I'm shy. No, but the truth is, she's blushing. She's blushing so hard, but she's trying to just give us every chance imaginable that we could just possibly say the right thing and just be with her. And no, I'm not shy at all. No way. You have no feelings for me? All I am to you is some girl who stores your items? You really think that? Actually, I like you. Oh my, there's so many chances for Link to just, come clean and say, hey, I'm into you, girlie. You like me, and I like you. So, even better. Yep. I understand. That's your answer. I'm sorry for causing you trouble. Oh my gosh. She doesn't deserve this, but this is one of the outcomes. Don't. I don't need your sympathy. I'm fine. I'll get over you quickly. The next time we meet, I'll greet you as if I would any old customer. And she's all smiley about it. Like look at her. She's all joyous and, optimistic about just her getting back to work in the morning and just treating you like she would anybody else that she does not have a crush on. But she is just completely understanding, and she will not, just... She won't go off on you, is what I'll say. But tonight, I want to be alone. Good night, my darling. This is such just tragedy. I hate doing this to her, but I'm strong. I'll get over you. Please let me be alone with the cold night right now. Oh my gosh. But her dad will just note it. He heard everything that her and I just talked about. But literally, he just will completely go on and just pretend that I'm not the one that she's been chasing this entire time. That you, LSP? What seems to be the problem? My baby girl is as restless as a twisted sheet in the wind. Is there something in the water? Is there something in the water? Nope. Yeah, I just realized both you guys have the same eyebrow patterns and you both have a mole on your face in the same spot. And the same nose pattern. It's ridiculous. And blonde hair. And the same eye. And pointy ears. Anyway. I think I probably should go ahead and talk to her when I wake up. So I'll talk to her first and then go back to Dad during the day. So that's what I'll do. All right. Talking to her in the bazaar should trigger this. I'm like 1,000% sure. This is where you get the reward for this. Go ahead into the bazaar and see what she has to say to you, and then Dad should be back in the house, I think. I think. But I'm not getting ahead of myself. And this should be her. Oh, welcome, LSP. Sorry for acting so crazy the other day. I thought long and hard about it, and I'm completely over it now. There's an old saying that women grow more beautiful after their heart's been broken. I think I know what that means now. And I fully intend to make myself more and more beautiful every day. No regrets, okay? So, where were we? Anything to deposit today? No, but... So you came all this way just for my sparkling personality, huh? I figured you couldn't stop thinking about me. And that's just where she'll leave it for the day, but when I go back into the house, I think her dad should be back there, and he should reward me for pestering off the unwanted admirer, which is me. But go head back into the house and see who's here. Okay? Okay, he's not here, so he should be back here at night. Let's see what happens. Alright, so... okay, here we go. She'll still be completely heartbroken and just... I know I said I had to get over it, but sometimes at night I feel this pain in my chest. I guess that's why they call it a broken heart. Oh my gosh. I feel so terrible for this, but it is one of the outcomes. And here's the dad. He's probably going to be full of joy, too. What's up, man? Hey, LSP. Have I got news for you? My sweetie daughter's given her good-for-nothing feller the boot. Of course I feel for her. I hate to see her blue and all, but... I'm pleased as punch. I'm pleased as punch. The egg swiping... pleased as punch. The egg swiping scamp's out of the picture. You have a way with words, man. Tell me true, LSP. Are you responsible for breaking them up? Never mind, it makes no difference to me. I'm as happy as a left wing in an updraft. I truly am. And we get 5 gratitude crystals for completely destroying his daughter's heart. He's like, Look at his face. He's like, my daughter's heart is broken. I'm satisfied. Here's your reward. My god. So 52 gratitude crystals, and this is where we're gonna go ahead and just close the game and get back to this game when we can do the other outcome. Okay? Give me 1 segundo, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we loaded the file again after we, did the first outcome. This is the second one, the one that I'm more, optimistic about. So, down here in Peatrice's house, she should be waiting for us again. Right after you talk to her at the bazaar, and she wants you to visit her house at night. Alright? And, yep, here she is, wanting to talk again. What's up, girly? I am pleased to see you all happy and giddy again. This time I will not break your heart. I will just touch your heartstrings in little ways that just make you smile even more and more, okay? You came to see me. Thank you. The truth is, yeah, she'll just go on with the usual dialogue that I just did. But yeah. I'm just going to ask you something point blank, okay? What do you think of me? You store items. No. I like you. I actually like you, darling. I'm calling you darling, too. You do? Really? You're not lying? Lying, actually. Jesus Christ, how freaking brutal can Link be sometimes? With, just luring her in, being like, yeah, I like you. You're just a floating sheet in the wind, as if her father would say, but I'm lying. But really, no, I like you. You're sweet. You're a sweetie pie, and you're being nice. I like your personality. But not really. Alright. Really. I'm so happy. I feel like I'm in a dream. I just have to hear it again just to be sure. Do you really, really, really like me? Sorry. Jesus Christ. Freaking. How many more chances could I have to just completely shatter her just now? The slightest press of a choice can just demolish her. I do. You're not lying, are you? I don't know what I'd do if I found out you're lying. I'm lying! My god, it's true. Yes, Peatrice, it's gonna be okay. Thank you. I love you so much, darling. I'm sorry I doubted you and put you through all that questioning. But I understand your true feelings, better than you know. You're saying that you cannot give yourself over to love just yet. That you have much more important things to do right now. You have some kind of serious job you have to attend to first, right? If you weren't off on an adventure, you probably wouldn't need to come by the item check so often. And that's why I won't ask any more of you. I'll just watch over you, protecting you from afar, keeping a vigilant eye on your items. And when your important work is done, we'll tell my dad we're in love. Until then, we'll keep our love secret, darling. I'll see you again at the item check. Okay, so she will just give us 5 gratitude crystals right off the bat because we don't have to go to bed because she's already satisfied with our choices. We're in love, so so helping people feels good. Crabs smells good, or whatever was written on that dumpster in that episode. But go ahead and go back to bed and find out what her dad will feel when we wake up. And I'm sure he will not be satisfied. Actually, what does he say before bed? I'm genuinely curious. What does he say before bed? That ULSP, what seems to be the problem? Okay, no, he's fine. But I'm genuinely curious about what he'll say, when he finds all this out. I'll go back in the morning and talk to her and find out what her dad will say if I happen to come back here at night. So just give me a second, I'll be right back. Okay, so she should be back in the bazaar and I should talk to her, and she shall be lovey-dovey with us. You know, in love, London is the place where we should express love. Where did my British accent come from? Seriously, I'm not from England. I'm not from London. I'm not from any of those places. But Peatrice, I'm back. Welcome, darling. I'm happy to hold on to anything my precious darling needs me to. Anything at all. I'm just gonna go ahead and put back or at least take back, the bomb bag that I didn't want to hold on to, and just find out what she'll say when we exit, and just say that we didn't waste her time with the item check. But yeah. See you next time. Teehee. So she's happy and joyous, and we're in love, and we're dating, we're all smoochy now. That is a terrible thing, like a terrible way to put it. But is her dad back in the house? I'm pretty sure he should still be chilling. If not, then he should be here during the day. If I think so. If not, then definitely at night. Let's just double check, and yep, nobody. Let's see what her dad will say at night. Okay, nothing, but I should probably just double check anyway. Bamboo Silvers, my darling daughter's got herself a feller, LSP. Oh, who could it be? Who's the scamp who's stolen my muffin's heart? And you, LSP. Why did I ever put my trust in you? Any more brains and I'd be as smart as a tree stump. Oh my goodness gracious. What am I supposed to do now? He's pissed. He is pissed off at us, but you know what? We got ourselves a girly. Darling, I told you that we need to keep our relationship secret. If you come over too often, my dad will catch on to us. What could you possibly want this late? Need to talk. I'd love to talk forever with you, but my father is staring at us. We can talk another time. I think that's probably where it's going to end, right there, but... he will be here just staring off at us. But if there's any more updates with this, I'll definitely include it in another episode. Right now, there's like one more thing that I just want to go ahead and check. I'll be right back. Okay, so one more thing that we have to... Mia, what did I say to you? Do I have to do my ominous voice again? So, go back over to the top of the Night Academy, because there's something to go ahead and check out. What I'm looking at is another gratitude crystal in the water. Nope, not by the Night Academy, but by the waterfall cave. What this does require is the claw shots. Pretty cool, right? Let's go ahead and just get those out right now and find out what's up. Go ahead this way to the waterfall cave. Okay, this way. You know, I should put more footage of me walking, but kind of like I do flying, I kind of neglect this footage, but I'll go ahead and hop this way, hop that way. There we go. Okay. Now, as I did for the gossip stone at the top of this island in the sky, I have no idea how this is floating. I guess it's just, we're in space gravity. But, right up here. And right over on the top of this part, there should be a gratitude crystal waiting for us. Right up top this part. Go ahead and launch our way up. Yep. In the water. And there we go. And this should be our 53rd gratitude crystal right here. Alright. Now, as I seem to recall, there should be one more thing to go ahead and do at Skyloft at the Night Academy now, of course. But we have to go ahead and make our way down. There is a really weird way to do this, because normally you would have to like jump off and do something crazy. But I should do it over on this part right here. This way. Down the vines. Okay. Now, here's what I was getting at. You have to stand at like some really weird angle and get this right. Uh-huh. Come on, we can do this. Oh, buddy. Nobody telling us, like, saying, hey, no flying at night. Keep this up and you'll never make it to knighthood. Nobody telling us that tonight. Alright, back to the Night Academy we go. Okay, so remember how I said in that one episode that I saw a claw shot target in the beginning and I would not come to return there for a long while? I'm just saddened because we're already here at this point in the plot. We have the item now to go ahead and get to that spot that I was talking about. Right over here, if you just go ahead and blink, drop this way, and climb these vines right here, we'll notice something. Yeah, I never pushed this block up. Did I do this? I'm not sure. I probably already did already, but, you know, just leave it. Leave it there. And go ahead and just make your way right here. And drop. Okay, welcome to the attic of the Knight Academy. And we can notice that, yeah, Headmaster Kapora is just, you know, he's bathing away. Is that why this washroom's already is always locked? Pretty sure, because Headmaster Kapora is just having the time of his life in there. Okay, enough diddly-do. We can just go head down here and get these little rupees and drop into... I wonder whose place this is. That looks like my dorm in there, if I'm not mistaken. No, not really. Who is next door? Let's find out. But in the meantime, we have one gratitude crystal in Zelda's dorm. We can see that it's hers because of the painting of her and Kapora on the wall right behind us. So, pretty cool. And that is our 54th gratitude crystal. Okay? Also, in her little cabinet, this is the one that we can open that is not ours. Okay? Go ahead and crack that open. And alas is the 15th heart piece. Collect 4 to increase your heart capacity by 1. Just 1 more. And believe it or not, we have a diary to go ahead and read here too. So go ahead and take a look at that. You know, it's just chilling there. We can just sit down and read it, right? This is Zelda's journal. One of the entries is unfinished. Read the entry. No. Read it. Tomorrow's the big day. The wing ceremony. Finally, LSP can take a big step toward becoming a knight. I can't wait to see him promoted to full knighthood, but I'm a little worried he might have some trouble winning the race. Lately, LSP hasn't taken his flight training seriously. Someone needs to make sure he doesn't mess up his big chance. So I've made up my mind. Tomorrow, I'll wake him up extra early and make sure he gets some last-minute practice, whether he likes it or not. He has to win, or we won't be able to perform the closing ceremony together. You know, the day that Zelda was just ravaged and kidnapped into a black tornado was the same day that she wrote this. Or, no, the day, or like the night before, but, you know, sad. And, Easter egg. Tingle, he actually does make an appearance in this game. This is not a canon release for Tingle. Not even close, but he does, believe it or not, make some kind of appearance, or some kind of resemblance and appearance-ness. Zelda, believe it or not, she has the knitting talent, and this game just never mentioned that. We just kind of like, you know, go over to her table, and we see that for ourselves, but she is quite the person who knits. The person who knits. And she's good at it. She's very good. Tingle is cool. All right? Now, with that, I'm going to go ahead and end this off right here. In the next episode, we're going to go ahead and do some more preparations and possibly visit some more NPCs in Skyloft to get prepared for the next province objective. With that, stay tuned, subscribe, like, comment, or anything else, and peace out, everyone.